Another thing that people really been, well, I'm just gonna say I ain't really saw nobody really say too much about this. So I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna talk about it. This is something that I've noticed. Well, it's one of them things where I noticed it happening, but I never really like looked too deep into it until like recent years. When it comes to social settings, just human nature in general, I noticed that if certain people dislike you, then other people are not going to like you as well. Like I remember being in social settings, whether it be family, friends. Well, I ain't even gonna say friend because I've never had friends, so I can't even say that. But whether it's classmates, family members, hell, even in the workplace, you notice that like I remember, being in my late teens when I used to be around my family members a lot, and it would be, a lot of times where, like I remember my mom's boyfriend at the time, like when I used to be around my family a lot of my late teens. This was before I completely stopped, being around them and dealing with them. But yeah, like my mom's boyfriend, I never liked him. He, never really cared for me. And he would always try to get like a campaign, like try to get people to not like me. Like since he didn't like me, like he would try to get other people, to not like me. He would just do like little shit. Like he would like I noticed that he would say something, he would make a statement about me, and then everybody else will start saying the same thing. Like he might say, let's just say for example, he don't like the fact that I talk too much. But he was the only person in the family that said that I talk too much. Then a few days or a week or so go down the line, then here come my uncles and everything and my grandmother saying that I talk too much. But it's like he wasn't, saying that, you know, all this time you never said anything about me talking too much, but until he says it, now y'all feel like I talk too much. Like, like it's just little shit like that. But yeah, that's how it be though, man. If certain people ain't, like it's just crazy, man. You might be in school. You could be in school, man, and a motherfucker might be popular. You might got a person you be around in school, but when that person in school see that the popular kid don't respect you and don't like you, he not gonna want to deal with you because of that. Your friend not gonna want to be around you because the popular kid don't like him. Like, he want to get his chance to be around a popular kid because the popular kid probably got some bitches. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like saying that, but like he got some women behind him, and he don't want to miss his chance to not be around the women. You know, so it's like he want to get in cool with the popular. He want to get in cool with the popular kid. Hoping that You know, hoping that he'll be able to be around him one day and he'll get a girl based off him being associated with the popular kid. So he gonna kick you to the curb, you know. Like he might be like if they did, like if somebody did, like I said before, well I made an example before, but like if somebody was to say something about you, even though a lot of times the statement about you don't really be true, but they'll start, they'll start saying the same thing that the other person was saying, even if the shit ain't true. But it's like they got to go with, they got to go with the popular person. So that's why I'm to the point now where like I realize when it come to those social settings, bro, it's like shit really just fake, man. Like it really don't, And, I always wanted friends. I ain't gonna sit up here and front like I still, I wish I had friends. Even right now, I wish I had them, but I ain't gonna never get friends. It's not gonna happen. But I've always wanted a social. Like I always wanted, like, one or two people, just a couple of people to hang around with. I ain't necessarily really wanted like a big circle or anything like that. Just like a couple of people, that share the same interests as me and hang out and that are not dickheads and assholes. But yeah. Like I remember one time I was at private school. This was my junior year. This was the year that I really was like on the verge of dropping out of school. I was in 11th grade, and I was in private school at the time. I think I told a story about that, but yeah, it was a private school, but it was a rundown, raggedy, ghetto ass private school with a bunch of ghetto ass delinquents that my mom sent me them because she felt like I'd do better in schoolwork, but I really had think it had something to do with the fact that they paddle you with a paddle, like they hit your ass cheeks with a paddle for discipline and shit. You gotta sign the paper and all that says that's okay. But I'm getting too off topic. But I remember being at that private school, man, and a prime example of the topic. This is a prime example. Like I remember being, it was this short mixed boy. He would always make fun of, like he would make fun of anything about me, but mainly make fun of my lips, cause I have big lips. Y'all that saw my videos before, I done showed my face, but I got big lips. And he would basically make fun of everybody. He was like, where I'm from, we call it checking. Some people call it roasting. You know how black people stupid. Black people are dumb. But yeah, they make fun of people and shit like that. And he was the main one doing it, and it's like he could do no wrong. Like the teachers would never paddle him, except for one time. But like he would always get away with every fucking thing, and he was a short mixed boy. He was like 5'3". He was like 5'3", but he was half white, half black. He was like 5'3", and I noticed that he didn't act hood. I know he would say the word nigga, but he didn't have a macho persona. Like he didn't have a tough guy persona. He didn't have the street persona that it seemed like I was called lame for having, but like, or people treated me as I was quote unquote lame. And I hate that word too, by the way, because I noticed that black people are the only ones that use it, and I noticed that it's a very derogatory term that they like to use. They use it as a slur. That's why I don't like it. But yeah, like I remember being on. Excuse me, I'm yawning. I remember being on the basketball court, and when I was on the basketball court, uh, him and he was with the popular because it really wasn't up but like 30 of us high schoolers, maybe less than that shit at that school because the school was real small, and he was with the other popular kids, and I was just all alone, just chilling, really sitting down on the bench with everybody else, and waiting to get put on the court so I could play with them. And the motherfucker started making fun of my face again, and I just noticed that the teacher at the time, his bitch ass, he didn't start making fun of he didn't start making fun of my looks, but I noticed that he kind of like was talking to me like I wouldn't trash, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't shit. And now that I think about it, it's like I said before, it's because that short mix kid was like everybody liked him for some reason. He nothing, but like I said, the short mix little boy, you know, he was making fun of me, so shit, everybody else gonna fall in line because it's like he one of the most popular guy in school. So it's so bad to the point where even the teachers will do it too. Like if the teachers see that the popular kid don't respect you, then they gonna start matter of fact, that ain't the first time that shit done happened. That happened not from him, but like I can recall another situation where some shit like that happened. Like the popular kid in the classroom saying some shit to me, and then next thing you know, the teacher kind of started agreeing with her. I'm like, damn, like the fuck, like the teacher went. Matter of fact, the girl basically cursed me out, and the teacher basically jumped in and basically like sided with her and agreeing, basically piggybacking. He was piggybacking off what she was saying. And now that I look back at it, it's cause they wanna, he added his little 2 cents in that nobody asked for, and like the black bitch, she cussed me out really for no reason. All I was doing was just joking, you know what I'm saying, trying to fit in. I didn't say nothing disrespectful to nobody. I just was just saying shit, trying to fit in. Like I ain't saying about nobody mama, I ain't saying about how the money look. All I was doing was quoting some shit a rapper said. But it wasn't nothing disrespectful though. It wasn't nothing, it was just, I guess when people see you, I think Loser Maxon talked about that a lot. Like I guess when people see you as less than and they see you trying to be cool, I guess they get offended by it. Like if you ugly or something like that and people feel like you trying to be cool, it's like they get offended. Like they get offended. Like who this guy think he like this? No, like you're not one of us, bro. Like get back. You know what I mean? Like so, like social settings, bro. Like they're funny, man. But that's how them teachers was, man. That shit that happened a couple of times. The teachers try to yeah, man. The motherfucker was piggybacking off what she was saying and basically agreeing with her. But now that I look back at it, like, it was because, you got to get in good with that person, so you won't look as bad as you and hopefully you won't get treated bad as you. So the popular bitch treating you like shit, I guess the teacher feel like, nah, I gotta treat him like shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to look like you. I don't want to be perceived as bad as you, because if I get perceived as bad as you, then I'm going to get treated as bad as you. So I might as well just go ahead and join the party too, and start disrespecting you as well. You know that's why I don't feel bad for people when you know when somebody spit in somebody's face, somebody shoot a motherfucker or beat somebody up to death, man. I don't. You call me what you want, but I don't feel bad, bro. I really don't. I understand how people are, bro, and I understand that, man. It really could it could tick you off, bro. Like a lot of stuff. I look back, like man, if I when I look back at the stuff, man, I should have been violating people. I really should have been violating people, bro. I regret a lot of stuff in my life, but I'm surprised this video was as long as it was, cause I noticed the older that I'm getting in my life, the older that I'm getting, my mental is starting to deteriorate. Like the older that I get, I can't seem to I can't articulate my words like I used to. Like I can't put my thoughts together how I used to. It's crazy. But yeah, that's how it be, man. You know, like I said before, motherfuckers also try to get a campaign, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, like if they don't like you, then they want other people to not like you either. So they'll call other people to chime in on the conversation to get them not to like you, or to get them, like, if they bashing you, then they gonna turn their face to the other person so they could, you know, have them, like, to give them, you know, to invite them in, and so they could try to shit on you too. It's all types of, man, I done seen some sick shit. I done seen some sick stuff, man, when it comes to social settings. But yeah, I really don't bother though. I wish I had a social life, but you know, I don't really bother though. I don't bother with it. Like, especially when it comes to men. All it is just a bunch of, you know, man, all it is, man, when it comes to social settings with men, bro, all it is just one or two people. Like, it might be 8 people. It might be one or two people out the clique where everybody in the clique respect them. It's like one or two respectable people. It's like one or two people in the clique that's respected, and then everybody else just dick riding and, you know, falling in line, trying to basically worship those two people. Y'all having a conversation. Nobody wants to hear what you got to say. Nobody, you know, they want to hear what the one or two people got to say that they respect. They don't want to hear shit from you. And then it's like, you know, then it's like everybody in the clique trying to impress, you know, the respected people, and it's like, you know what I mean? You trying to talk, they ain't letting you get a word in. It's crazy, man. That's how it be though. That's how it be. That's damn sure how it be. Motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? It might have a person that you know, they just made him the leader of the group. Everybody do what he say. Everybody follow his lead. Everybody respect his opinions and try to make his opinions their opinions, or agree with everything he fucking say. Laugh at all his jokes and the shit ain't funny, just like the mixed kid, like the mixed guy, the real short mixed boy. We was in high school with, at that private school I was telling y'all about. Everything he said was funny to them, and the jokes was corny, but you know, everybody thought it was so funny. Even when he was making fun of other people, you know, he was the teacher's favorite. That's why I don't really. That's why when it comes to black people, boy, like I don't be wanting to hear nothing, bro. Cause it's like, bro, like I'm a full blown like I'm Black American, bro. But yet this man mixed. He biracial, and y'all treat this like, bro, like it's like y'all accept this man with open arms, and but y'all treat me like shit. But I'm fully black. Like what we doing, bro? Like seem like any other culture, the motherfucker that's mixed get treated like shit. But in the black community, it seem like the motherfucker that's mixed get treated. It seem like in every other culture, it seem like the person that's full, you know what I'm saying, that's fully whatever, you know what I'm saying, is looked at, is looked at in a good way, but like, and the mixed person is the one they look at, but when they look at it like, as something else. With black people, man, they treat mixed people like gods, bro. Like this shit crazy. I hate to get on that topic, but man, black people, but like I don't that shit taught me a lot being at that private school, but like, and he was everybody's favorite. He was the teacher's favorite, the student's favorite. And he wasn't no Chad type of dude. Like he wasn't like this dude here might have been a 6.5 at the highest. Maybe a 7 on a good day, like maybe a haircut and a brand new outfit. He might have been a 7, but he wasn't all that good looking in the face. I guess he looked better than me, but then again, I ain't saying much shit because the way these funky bitches and these bitch ass niggas act, shit, I guess everybody look better than me. So, I don't be feeling sorry for black people, man, because, like, y'all got a self-hatred problem, too. And I can't sympathize with people that don't have a soft spot for their own kids. Y'all treat y'all own kids like shit. Especially the older generation. Y'all treat y'all kids like they ain't shit. That's a whole different topic, though. I think I'm going to make a whole video talking about black people again. We'll probably drop that tomorrow because I was going to make 3 videos today, to drop today for y'all tonight. But, I'm getting sleepy. The closer I get to 30, I noticed that I can't really fight sleep no more. When I was 25 and under, it seemed like I was able to fight sleep. I can't fight it no more. Like once I lay down, I gotta go to sleep. But yeah, man, that's all I want to talk to y'all about. Y'all be safe.